Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, first blue screen. So I didn't progress to gray many. Hopefully it doesn't happen frequently, but it was kind of good because I needed to cut a little short, break it up so it's not a huge 10-hour stream. So that one was only 4. So it's a good time to take a break. And I'm going to go to the restroom and then we'll start this quest here. Give me 1 second. Richard. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it was an abrupt ending for me too. Luckily, I didn't lose anything because I was still playing the game. I just stopped at this point so we wouldn't miss anything. You like my Scottish accent for Rab? Thanks, I'm trying. Hopefully it's good. I'm glad you like it. Like seeing Veronica and Serena's reactions back to back. Serena is daydreaming about Prince Charming, and Veronica just wants to get things done. Yeah, she's very, what is it, pragmatic, is what you said? So hopefully that doesn't happen a lot. And see, there's something wrong with my computer. If it does happen more, I might have to switch encoding from the CPU to the GPU. See if that fixes it. But hopefully that was just a weird thing. Okay, let's progress the story. Your wedding day? I didn't even think humans and mermaids could get married. At first, I was the same. I thought we'd never be together. I thought the mermaid's burden would keep us apart forever. Sorry, 1 second. Just looking at things. Okay. That looks okay. I'm just checking these settings there. For if a mermaid leaves the sea and makes the land her home, if ever she gets wet again, she'll melt away to foam. But when I told my Kai I couldn't come to live with him, he said, in that case, Shell, you'll better teach me how to swim. And so I got the blessing of the Queen beneath the sea. He's going to come to Nautica and live down here with me. Oh, that's wonderful news. Congratulations. But he's supposed to meet me here so we can be together. And I've been waiting for him now for what feels like forever. I know he'd never break his word. He's not that sort of person. But the longer that he stays away, the more my worry worsens. I know it's rude to ask you, but I beg, I plead, I pray. Could you go to Honolulu and make sure my Kai's okay? So you're from the bottom of the sea? Where the giant pearls from the story went, I wonder. How about this? If we go and check on your fiancé, you will take us down to see the Queen. To pay for such a kindness, it's the least that I can do. I'll sing my song and safely sink your ship and all your crew. If anyone knows the truth about the giant pearl, it's the Queen of the Sea. If it leads us to another one of the orbs, it's worth helping, wouldn't you say? Thank you, all of you. I'll be indebted to you. If you could try to find him in the town of Honolulu. I'll mark the village on your map. It's to the south of Hato, a beautiful blue bay behind an isolated grotto. My Kai's a famous fisherman as rugged as the ocean, a hunky, chunky sailor stuffed with smoldering emotion. Oh wow, I'm embarrassed. Don't tell him what I said. Just bring my darling back so we can finally be wed. Bye, Michelle. Kai, who's that? No, my first love was a dashing bit of seaweed. Unnamed, it's Steven. Oh. You didn't believe me, did you? You got me, townsfolk talk trite. You must be feeling even weirder than I do. My darling lives far, far away. It's quite a lengthy trip south and east of Hato. You can only get there by ship. To make sure that you don't get lost and mark it on your map, please go to Honolulu, friends, and bring me back my chap. There's one more thing I'd like to ask before you disappear. Please don't tell anyone but Kai. I'm waiting for him here. I'm not sure why, but lots of sailors seem to hate my kind. If you could keep our secret, it'd really ease my mind. You got it. Come on, Aleph. Let's go find Kai and bring him back to Michelle. She said the markings on this village map, didn't she? Once we're at sea, we can get our bearings and set sail for Honolulu. What is that man thinking, keeping his darling fiancée waiting for so long? What a heartless rotter! When we bring him back here, he'd better get down on his hands and knees and apologize for playing with that poor girl's heart. Else he'll have me to deal with. I've traveled the whole world and come across plenty of characters, but I've never met a mermaid before. This is a big deal for me, honey. What a wonderful story. A mermaid and a man falling in love. Why, it's like something out of a fairy tale. I can just picture it now. Kai will walk Michelle down the aisle. They'll settle their vows, and then, oh my. So if we get Michelle and this Kai guy together, we'll be able to make our way down to the Kingdom of the Mermaids. Cool. If anyone knows where that pearl that sank to the bottom of the sea is really the orb we're after, the Queen of the Mermaids will. Sticking your nose into other people's love lives hardly ever ends well, but I guess this is our lucky day. They say the most beautiful things in the world is either the full moon or a cloudless night, or the face of a mermaid. Well now that I've seen a mermaid for myself, the moon looks like a dog's breakfast. This Kai lad must be an absolute dreamboat to have a bonny lass like Michelle pining after him. Come on, Aleph, let's go and find Michelle and bring him back to Michelle. Kai and bring him back to Michelle. Okay. That's good. Okay, Dabe. I had a word with that Michelle, lovely girl, and you ain't gonna believe this. She only got and used her mermaid's power to get the stallion moving again. We can leave when you're ready. What's your boss? Back on the salty stallion it is then? Yes. So north of here is a place where you can level up. There's a free bed.
They're pretty tough, but they give good experience. So we'll probably get Rab and them up to ship shape. So everybody gets experience here, not just Rab and and I think they're susceptible to Fuddle. Not enough MP. They give pretty good experience. And this is where I grinded on my quest, because there was a free bed here, but I don't know if it's here in 2D. Oh, sorry. Michelle is mermaids. Yeah, kind of. I never thought of that. But they're very similar in, like, Michelle's almost a more quieter Serena, if that sounds weird. But they're very similar, you're right. Marina is quite cruel, knowing he was dead all along and saying nothing. Oh, yeah, I guess she did know he was dead, because he knew that we were helping her out. So, I mean, she would have to know. She's the Queen of the Sea. She would know that. Wonder why she... Yeah, why wouldn't she? Wait, maybe she didn't? Because why would she not tell her? Seems kind of mean. I don't think the island's the zoom point. We can check. Oh wait, this island? No, but I think the strand is. Yeah, it's there. Right there. Mini metal. Bunny tail.
An adventure, eh?
I ain't seen you get folks like you coming here. This island's a place for hermits, exiles, and other assorted outcasts. When I was young, I got up to all sorts of pirating and pilgriming and like, but now I spend my days here just staring out the sea. This ain't no place for globetrotting travelers like you, I reckon. It's high time you were on your way. So it doesn't look like there's a bed here in this one. But that's okay, we can just zoom to the strand and go north. Oh yeah, Michelle is even more aloof than Serena. Marina definitely knew. Oh yeah, I forgot she has that orb she can tell. So if she wanted to, she could look through the rain and see it. That's right. She could summon rain anywhere. As long as it's rain or wet, she can see what's going on. Ooh, that's even better for you, Jade. Look at that. Give me the Hermes hat. Jeez, Veronica, calm down. I have so many bunny tails. Wow. Almost a 5-point increase in strength. Nice. Okay, JE, we got 7 points. More. Need 14 for Hardclaw. Once I get Hardclaw, that's all I'll be using. Once we get 10 more, we'll respec and get the Gold Rush. Hey, Snoozle. You like Michelle's nickname is Shell. Yeah, it's a pretty good nickname, gotta say. More bunny tails. I love the Dragon Latch. Oops. Sorry, Dabe. I like the look of this ship, the Salty Stallion in 2D. It's pretty good looking. Oh, they could have made the Valorian Triangle look like a triangle. Yeah, it's just a bunch of like rocks with an opening in the middle. The octopus, you have to do, I think, um, that's a good question. Let me think. Because I know you gotta, oh yeah, you have to do the Honolulu first because you get the harp, and you can't enter Champ Sauvage Inner until you get the harp. to go undersea. So you have to do the octopus first, tentacular, to get the heart. Oh, I learned boom. Nice, Rat. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, the light damage spells are really good. Light damage. You're right. Light hardly has any resistance. They hit everybody. Skill points? Not quite yet. We'll get 24. You can get that stuff. Can't quite get anything yet. Light. Jade. I want that for the bird. Multi-heal spells work on characters on the bench. Yeah, I believe, yes, they do. Which is very nice. Yeah, 2D is kind of hard because you gotta enter your own. It's like how the old ones work, you enter all your commands at first. And then it plays out after you enter them. Yeah, I think, well, so 3D it doesn't? I thought your multi-heal spell... No, your multi-heal spells, I think, in 3D heal everybody on the bench, I think. Because I used to do that, swap people out when they're hurt, and then use Omni-Heal and bring them back in sometimes. I think it does. Still not. I usually fight these guys for a while. My last time on Harder Monsters, I fought them and leveled up until Rav and Jade caught up a little bit. Iron Lance, Magic Beast Horn. Magic Beast Horns are used for a few recipes that are pretty good. Another bunny tail. That's so many bunny tails. We're getting a little over leveled. Usually you want like the next boss is like 24, and we're almost at 30. I think I should probably stop. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. And go to, Honolulu. Oh, that's the one about, you're my brother, aren't you? You didn't believe me, too. Okay, Dabe, let's go to Honolulu. There's Phenomenon right there, but I can't get there without the harp. There you go, Veronica. Ooh. Crabs have high defense. So do these guys. Oh, I learned swoosh. When did I learn that? Stop puckering in your shell. A lot of earrings for those guys. There's the cave where we fight at the Reser. There's the battlegrounds right there. Gallopolis? Or not Gallopolis, Gondolia. Gallopolis. There's the Whaleway Station, Gallopolis Whaleway Station. Stop at this campground and heal up. Aloha, travelers. Don't stop here. These waters are dangerous. Sail on, sail on. They're looking for Tentacular. Yeah, you can't rest. Yeah, you can't stop and rest along there. I forgot about that. Yeah, you have to go in one trip. It's kind of neat. I mean, there's not a lot to explore off the beaten path, but that's okay. Spinchillas. Oh, they know thin air. That thin air skill is really good in Dragon Quest VII for pirate class. Like, really good. Water Maul wand, nice. There's Hato. There's this little ground here, right around Honolulu. Which is neat, because in 3D you don't really get to see around Honolulu that much. So there's Honolulu. How many hit points do you have? Jeez, that guy seemed to have an enormous amount of hit points. I don't know what was up with that one shade. He took 1,000,000 hits. So there's Honolulu there. You can see how it's kind of cool how you actually get to see where it's at in that world. Honolulu. Pun for Honolulu. Ah, here we are in beautiful Honolulu, a seaside paradise that Shell tells me is home to the prettiest pearls in all the world. Ooh, pearls! Bright blue waves, pure white sands, and fabulous jewels. Just lying on the beach, truly, darlings, this is the promised land. Although it does seem a little less promising than I expected, where is everybody? Something's not right here. Still, it's not our problem. Let's just find this Kai guy and get out of here. Remember the cannon? Oh, the cannon you get from that lady? Yeah, I'm going to want that for sure. Thanks for reminding me about that. Because I could probably, I'm high enough level. I'm like 6 levels over what they recommend here. So I should be okay. I kind of messed myself up by grinding too much. Grinding for this, area around Gondolia. I did over the weekend, kind of messed me up. Let's examine the bookshelf. There's a book called Dave, Legend. Aleph takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Despite his humble beginnings as a farmer's son, our hero's winning personality and superior physical strength enable him to quickly climb the ranks of the Zoroastrian Royal Navy. But when his beloved king fell, he became a pink-masked privateer, striking fear into the hearts of the vilest scum of the seas and expressing his grief in an incident that soon became infamous the world over. With the help of a mysterious traveler and entertainment friend, he somehow managed to paint the mast of every ship in the inland sea, frigates, freighters, clippers, and cargols, a shocking shade of pink. Even to this day, that bold and brilliant gesture is burned into the memories of seafarers everywhere, and thus the name Dave into the hearts and minds of admirers everywhere. It's a nice little thing about Dave's story. Alex examines the bookshelf. Alex finds a recipe book, My First Pearly Pieces. Learns how to make pink pearl rings and rosaries. Now, I think there's a better claw to buy for Rab in this village. Silver claws, yeah. Let me get that. Let's see what bulwark we have. Trident. Lightning Staff, Wyvern Rod, Eagle, Carbon Steel Claymore. Definitely want that. Sell some stuff we have here. Well, that has dark damage reduction. We might hang on to that. Becoming useful. Need 2 for Hendrik. Boxer shorts, yes. Dragon Scale, Garter. masks. Grabs cane. Gloves. Grabs cane. Being overleveled, you should have no trouble landing snooze on it. Hopefully. Yeah, if I land snooze, then how'd you do it? You landed snooze and didn't it wake up? Did you just use spells on it so it wouldn't wake up? Because if you attack it, it wakes up, right? When it's asleep. Tridents for Serena. That would be quite a boost for Serena. Oh, parry chance 2%. No crit rate, but parry chance is better. Light shield, that would be good for Sylvando. Snooze followed by Heroes, Serena, Rab, and Veronica's spells. So he's put to sleep and just pegged it with spells. And you didn't worry about the cannon. See, I never used the sleep method. Do you have panisas or stronger medicines? You do not. You do not. Kai and me, we don't really get along. That's why... Why has he always got to be so serious? That guy needs to loosen up and let his hair down once in a while. The fishermen of Honolulu are the life and soul of the village. The lifeblood of this bar. I've known every one of them since they were little kids. You're asking if I know Kai? Sure I know him. He's the quiet kid. To tell the truth, I never liked the idea of him sailing with the other men. If you ask me, the boy's trouble. Oh, we have to go turn in our mini-mells. I still want to get the cannon and still try the sleep method. I'll still use the cannon. Just because you can get it. If you set fire to the pearls you can find in the sea near the village, they'll make an explosion big enough to be kaboom. You didn't believe me, did you? I almost did believe you, buddy. You must be feeling even weirder than I do. Bunch of superstitious folk. They are very superstitious. I guess seamen, like, some fishermen are very superstitious, so maybe that's the stereotype they're using. Some day ago, an enormous tentacular appeared in the sea nearby. We haven't been able to catch the fish or gather any pearls since. All the able-bodied men have sailed out to drive the monster from the waters and protect our livelihood. As kahuna of this village, I wish I could have sailed with them, but I'm too old and frail. I would have gotten in their way. There's a crazy woman who lives in our village. She's totally papule. I don't know what that word means. Every morning she goes up to the top of the cliff and fires a cannon. And it's like, kanoon, bakaboom, the day has begun. I don't know why she does it. Guess she must have something against sleepyheads. I only got married last month, and now my honey has gone away to fight the tentacular. I'm praying that he makes it back in one piece. Please, I beg of you, keep my husband safe. What did Michelle say this guy Kai was like? A hunky-chunky sailor stuffed full of emotion or something? What does that even mean? I guess love really is blind. It sounds like she can't remember what her sweetheart looks like. Remember what Michelle said, Aleph. We mustn't tell anyone but Kai that she's waiting for him. Mermaids are the stuff of legend, but not all of those legends are good, and there are plenty of idiots who believe everything they read. If it's information you're after, you'd best be headed to whatever place people get together. Inns, taverns, or in this case, a wee fishing village like this, the Arbor. I can't seem to find anyone around here who fits Michelle's description of her fiancé. She did say Kai was a fisherman from this village, didn't she? Well, I suppose there's nothing else for it. We should have to ask around. Surely somebody in the village must know where we can find him. Excuse me, I have the hiccups for some reason. And they shame Kai. Yeah, I always felt bad. Why do they shame Kai? I don't understand it. Seems like a nice enough guy. Yeah, if not for them, yeah, he would have stayed with her. Yeah, the village always, it's a beautiful place, but the people there are kind of, very too superstitious for their own good. Prejudiced, too. Memoirs of a Treasure Hunter, Volume 2. Alf takes from the shelf and has a closer look. This is the journal of Pseudonym, Treasure Hunter Extraordinaire. I came to this village after catching wind of a rumor that a schooner carrying the Rainbow was wrecked somewhere in Erdrea, southeast of the seas. In exchange for a couple of my best maps and charts, I enlisted the aid of the finest fishermen here. We dredged near enough the whole blessed ocean, but all we came back with was a few tasty scallops for tea. So I've been spending a quiet evening in the bar, enjoying a tasty catch, the village local brews, and the company of the landlord's beautiful daughter. She tells me that my friend, the fisherman, is engaged to be married. He doesn't seem too keen on the arrangement, though. I shouldn't be surprised if he turned out to have his eye on someone else. But it's late now, and growing dark. I may not have found the rainbow, but I've had a lovely day. I met some even lovelier people. The traveler's life suits me down to the ground. It was a nice surprise to find out who Pseudonym really was near the end when you read all the books. In the last book, it was really cool. I came all the way to this far-flung Blackwater to buy some of their famous pearls, but it seems a certain squid has other ideas. It's making a nuisance of itself off the coast and stopping the fishermen doing their job. Now they're completely out of stock. Did you come here looking for pearls too? I'm afraid it looks like all we can do is pray that the locals finish off the horrible thing quickly so they can get back to work. Veronica. So yeah, Veronica, I like how she tells it how it is. It's just about mermaids. All these town people all think mermaids are evil. Hello? This Erdrea place is fun. The time just flies by. I wonder what I should do next. Tickly talk, if it isn't the Luminary himself. How long were you staying? Actually, never mind. I'll tell you a password if you promise not to tell the mayor I was slacking off. Chateau Felix, via the altar of the Cursed King, Dragon Quest 8. Talkity Tick, you can now use that password I gave you to visit another world from the Echo Chamber in Tickington. There are more toggles out there whittling away the hours in search for passwords. You know, be sure to take a moment to talk to them if you don't come across them. And with that, I'm clocking off and trundling back to Tickington. It was lovely meeting you, and good luck with the rest of your adventures, TikTok. So I wonder if the theater will be in 2D or 3D, I forget. I think it switches to 3D, actually, like the horse race. Oh, I bought a cautery sword. I could have made one. I forgot you get that, recipe. Father and I have been searching for so long. It's me, your son. Let's never part again, dear Papa. You didn't believe me, did you? Sometimes I do get fooled by those. I start reading and think, oh, I'm in my accent. And then I get into it and then it's a lie. So they do fool me. Okay, let's hear the mean people about the mermaids. Here comes Kai's mom. Sets up the little theater. Look, Auntie's here. The show's about to begin. Are you all paying attention? Good, then I'll tell you the tale of a terrible curse that befell our village long ago. The curse of a crafty creature with a face as pretty as a pearl, but a heart as black as coal. Now, let's begin. Once upon a time, a master fisherman lived in Honolulu. He caught more fish and gathered more pearls than any of the other men in the village. The mayor of Honolulu, the big kahuna, was fond of the fisherman and offered him the hand of his beloved daughter. The fisherman and the kahuna's daughter agreed to be married, and the future of the village looked bright. Until the day of the storm. The fisherman was caught up in a terrible tempest, and he and his catch were thrown into the ocean. As he sank through the waters, he saw the pearls he had gathered, shining like stars all around him. The light faded, and he prepared to meet his maker. But instead, he met her, a mermaid, more beautiful than any creature he had seen before. She held him in her arms and whispered in his ear, "I will give you your life if you give me your soul." Many days passed, and the fisherman did not return. The people of the village thought him dead, and held a funeral for him on the beach. But just as they were beginning to sing his soul into the next world, he appeared, exhausted but alive. The kahuna's daughter was overjoyed to have her beloved home, and stayed by his bedside night and day, nursing him back to health. But the fisherman was no longer the man she knew. All day he would stare out to the sea, muttering over and over, "I must marry the mermaid." Then, one day, he threw his fiancée aside and ran to the harbor, screaming, "I must go back to her." The kahuna was furious. He banished the fisherman from the village and burned his boat so he could never set sail again. And so the man who was once the pride of Honolulu spent the rest of his days alone on Saikiki Beach, haunted by the mermaid who stole his soul. That's all for today, children. I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow. Mermaids are scary! Wah! The mermaid's coming to steal our souls! Run! Aloha, friends. Is there anything I can do for you? Maybe. We're looking for a fisherman called Kai. Do you know where we can find him? Oh my, what a coincidence. You must be looking for my son, Kainui. Are you friends of his? I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. All the men have sailed west to fight the giant squid that's been attacking our ships. If you want to hurry along things, maybe you could go and lend a hand. Once that monster's dealt with, they'll all come back to the village sure enough. But be wary, friends. That squid isn't the only danger out at sea. Don't let a crafty mermaid make you all pupple. I still don't know what that word is. Peeply. I'd hate to see you go crazy. Where'd she put that big stage? She just poof, it disappeared. Oh, that was a good one. Watch out for the cannon lady. She sometimes shoots rock bombs at people when she's feeling angry. Let's go get the cannon. Aloha, friends. Is there something I can do for you? Elf tells the cannon lady that he and his friends are going to help fight the Tentacular. Well, now, is that so? Want to borrow one of my beautiful cannons. Tentacular hates loud noises, you know. When they hear canoe, they go purple, yeah? That boom drives them wild. I'll let you have one, but on one condition, you gotta promise to take good care of it. These cannons are my babies, and they're all I have. Remind me of my late husband. Well? Shaka, that's what I like to hear. Alright, friends. Just this one time, I'll let you borrow the biggest, boldest, most ear-splitting piece of my collection. So yeah, they don't really tell you, hey, get the cannon and scare it. But the cannons in Gondolia, when you escape on your Sylvando's salty Salian boat, and the Gondolian fleet comes, they scare it away with a cannon. So you're supposed to put two and two together, and say she has a cannon and talk to her, and then she'll give it to you, I guess. Just so you know, it doesn't actually fire anything. None of my babies do. I couldn't live with myself if they hurt anybody. Still, the noise should be more than enough to spook that squid. It's a little big to be carried around in your bag, so I'll have the villagers wheel it over to that ship of yours. What are these people thinking, spreading such horrible rumors about mermaids? If they'd actually met one, they'd know that stories couldn't possibly be true. They wonder Kai wants to marry Michelle at all. If that's the sort of tale he grows up hearing, it's enough to put you off mermaids for life. Come on, let's head out to sea and find the fishing fleet. I'd like to hear Kai's side of the story. Veronica's not having any of it. Is it just me, or does anyone else feel the feeling this giant squid isn't going down without a fight? Fingers crossed that it doesn't take the stallion down with it. Well, that explains it. The reason Kai couldn't go meet Michelle was because he had to fight the giant squid and save her his village. No wonder she got a soft spot for him. He's quite the hero. You've seen her too rightly, honey. That little old lady on the cliff looking the village. The one who keeps firing the gigantic cannon. I thought your grandpappy was a one-off, but it seems Rab's in good company. Elderly people are so full of life nowadays. When I grow up, I want to be just like them. So what are you all grown up? What are you talking about? Your superstition is not entirely unfounded given that Marina can summon storms. So they think that the mermaids are summoning... I mean, the mermaids, I guess, can summon storms. Queen Marina can. But not all of them. I know multi-thrust is here. Actually, her charm skills aren't that great until you get pink pirouette and all that, so I'm gonna respect 2 spears until that happens. crust. Harvest Moon will be pretty good to have for the birds. Might want to get that later. Right now, that's good. Let's see. That's Pep Chance. I thought that was multi-thrust. That's Pep Chance. And this is Vacuum Smash. Oh, you're gonna go to the course? Well, good luck. Yeah, your course is coming up. Good luck, my friend. I'm probably gonna play, I'll probably stop here, too. I have to do an errand. I have to go outside and do an errand. So it's a good time for me to stop. Good luck on your course, Richard. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, it's a pleasure. Have a great rest of your day. You'll be done at like 5 o'clock or so, right? So I might stop on 6 or so. Okay, Richard, see ya.
sun.
Oh. So, we meet again, Senor Squid. I picked up a little present for you in Honolulu. Everyone cover your ears. Say hello to my enormous friend. It's tougher than I realized. Blar, blar! Bargle, bargle, bargle. Thank you, darlings. It was nothing, really. Mahalo. Whoever you people are, I can't thank you enough. But I can sure feed you enough. Tonight we're gonna have a luau to remember, and you're gonna be the guests of honor. Get ready to drink, dance, and fill your belly with fish till you fall down. Come on, till Honolulu. I've gotten used to being run out of every town I roll through. It feels kind of funny having this whole place praising our praises, eh? Yeah, you tell him, huh? Oh, the Honolulu fishing fleet are the sweetest guys you'll ever meet. You were amazing in the battle against the Tentacular. In fact, I composed a song to commemorate your victory. Would you like to hear it? Very well. I call it Ola O Tentacular. Ola O, Ocean's daughter, stormy child, stormy waters. The heroes came and bashed your brains. We'll never see your like again. A masterpiece, wouldn't you agree? And to think I wrote it in a single night. Sometimes I surprise even myself. You're looking for Kai, huh? Keep looking. I forgot to put that. That would have been useful. Hello, Aoi. Your friend's a real cutie pie and strong too. You can whisk me off my feet any day of the week. It's so much fun sailing with Sylv on the Sheltie Stallion. He's my best mate. Tell me, do you remember the first ham sandwich? I'll never forget mine. The moment I took that first fabulous bite, I heard of ham sandwich trotted on by, right on to you. You didn't believe me, did you? Woohoo! Stuff is great. You should try some, friend. Where's Kai? Don't ask me. Oh, I'm stronger than the stormy seas and swifter than the ocean breeze. Catch me if you can. I'm a Lonarunu man. I've asked around for about Kai, but nobody around here seems to see him. Seems he's not much of a party person. Michelle's still waiting for us back in the island. We should probably try to track him down as soon as we can. How are you going? How are you enjoying Laluau, friends? If it wasn't for you, we'd still be fighting that squid, but instead we're back home, having a whale of a time. Oh, by the way, you were looking for Kai, right? That boy doesn't like the parties, so you probably won't find him around here. That's a townsfolk talk tripe. Isn't it a wonderful party, darling? I'm making so many fabulous new friends. Oh, and you simply must try the giant calamari. It's to die for. And where do you think you're going? You're off to look for Kai, aren't you? Well, I'm coming with you. Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here? Grrr! Those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something? Anyways, you're going to look for Kai, aren't you? I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well join you. Oh wow, Auntie Serena's your friend, huh? You're so lucky. She's so nice and kind of pretty. I wish I could travel the world with a lady like her. Auntie Jade is so cool. I want her to teach me how to beat up monsters. I mean, Veronica's nice too, of course. Serena's so kind and gentle. Why can't my wife be more like her? The name's Jones, Inspector Jones. I've heard this is the town's folk talk trait. It's almost my turn. I'm so nervous. I hope Serena doesn't figure out I got injured on purpose so she could fix me up. Come on, hurry up, Serena. I need some of your healing. Serena's so pretty, and she's way more like sophisticated than the girls from this village. Serena's voice is so sweet. It's like the voice of an angel. Just listening to her speak is enough to make you forget all your aches and pains. I'm helping to treat the wounded soldiers, but something rather strange is going on. They keep coming back with new injuries. I've been asking them all their names, by the way, but I haven't come across a Kai yet. I hope he isn't too badly hurt to come and see me or anything. Oh, they're cleaning up my ship.
Here we are, having the biggest luau in a generation. Kai still won't join in. Made some excuse about having to go to the docks and fix his friend's boat. I stepped out to the party to take a breather in the quiet of the night, and the lapping of the waves put me in something of a reflective mood. Thought I'd take a wee stroll around town to settle my thoughts when I bumped into Kahinu's mother. She tells me her boy's down at the docks. Maybe you should go have a word. Oh, hello, friends. You defeated the demon squid and saved the village. I can't thank you enough. And to top it all, my boy made it home safe. He's down at the docks fixing a friend's boat, by the way. He takes after me, you know. I don't like parties either. That's why I came up here. It's quiet. You're the guest spawner. You should have some fun with the other young people. Why isn't Kai celebrating the defeat of the demon squid with everyone else? I don't mean to speak badly of him, but it would seem like he's not the most fun-loving fellow. Kai's a strange one. I thought he'd be enjoying the party with all the fishermen, but he's nowhere to be seen. I doubt he'll have gone out fishing again so soon after beating the Tentacular. He must be somewhere in the village. Oh hey, you're the guys who beat the Tentacular, right? We owe you one for that, for sure. You should get back to the luau, but the rest of the men will be missing their guest of honor already, unless you got some business with me. You're looking for a guy named Kai, huh? Sure, that's me. Kainui, to my ma, but everyone else just calls me Kai. What do you want? Find Kai like Michelle's waiting for him? Yes. Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else. Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only Kai in Honolulu. If you never meant to marry the Pearl Mermaid, you shouldn't have never proposed to her. Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse? Every kid in Honolulu knows it by heart. The story of the famous fisherman whose soul was stolen by the mermaid. got so obsessed with marrying that creature that he abandoned the Kaiuna's daughter and got banished to Saikiki Beach. Yes, your mother told us about it, but I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale. It's true. The fisherman from the story, that was my tutu, my grandpa. It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, that Kahuna's daughter, Lilian, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kaiuna, and the curse of the mermaid put on him, until one day, another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea. The Kaiuna's boat went down, and with him his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Liana, and when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kanoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was, the baby in his arms, and the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. That was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki. Wait, but the baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you... Kuyakugui, don't ever say it! My mother is a human being! My grandfather found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen. That mermaid really is out there, waiting for Grandpa. There's something I want you to give her. Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked. That story was all true. Those terrible things that really happened to Kai's grandfather, I can hardly believe it. In fact, I don't believe it at all. The Michelle we met would never steal anyone's soul. Steal? I don't suppose there's anything we can do about it now. Let's go and see what Kai has to show us. He said we should meet him on Saikiki Beach on the other side of the church. So it wasn't Kainu who promised to marry Michelle, it was his grandfather. How many years must she have been waiting there on that strand all alone, waiting for a man who would never come? My son just passed through here. He's always been a quiet boy, but he looked like he was biting his lip more than ever. That door leads to Saikiki Beach. It's home to the village's graveyard, where the souls of the departed are returned to the sea. Kainui always hated that place. Why would you go there now? If you're looking for Kai, you just missed him. He was here a moment ago, but he ran straight through that door without even saying hello. Poor lad looked a bit upset. Has something happened? This veil was my tutu's.
Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never knew it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead. Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy on me and my mom. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy, but it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story of hers. Now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman, tough too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through, and I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The Kahuna is finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be the end of it. What are you going to say if Michelle asks about her fiance when you hand over that veil, Ella? If you tell her the truth, it's been years since Kahuna passed away. I'm sure it'll come as a shock. Never knew my grandpa. All tells me that every night he used to leave his hut, stare out at the ocean, over the ocean, and draw pictures. He says it used to really creep her out. It was like he was a ghost or something, searching for his stolen soul. Ma says I'm just like Grandpa. If I ever meet this Michelle, maybe the same thing would happen to him. Forget I said anything. I just want that creature out of my family's life forever. Give her the veil and let that be the end of it. Let's go back to the strand, Alice. We need to give the veil to Michelle. The luau's over, and the fishermen are making themselves ready to sail again. We should do the same. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello again, my friends. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off, I got a bit concerned. I worried that your ship had sunk or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happily songs.
so to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together? Aleph tells Michelle the truth. My Kai is dead. That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and she sells on a pretty coral band. You say my Kai has made me this veil to wear when we were wed, and clutched it as he passed away. You saying that he's dead? No, please don't. It can't be so. I know he'll never break that promise that he made to me. There must be some mistake. How can my Kai have passed away? I nursed her back to health. I simply won't believe it. I found that till I found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can sail and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Well, thanks. You're very kind. There's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind. Seems Shelley's made up her mind. She'll swim all the way to Honolulu, even if it has to do it all alone. But it's a long way, and the sea's full of nasty beasties. Dabe's such a darling, though. I'm sure he'd be happy to sail slower so Shelley can swim safely behind the ship. All those decades, Michelle was waiting here and thought of being reunited with her one true love was the only thing that kept her going. It can't be easy thing to reconcile herself to the idea of Kanua's death. Hey, Aleph, do you think it was wise to tell? Do you really think it's wise to take Michelle to Honolulu? She's upset enough already. If we show her your fiance's grandson now, she might faint from shock. You heard what Michelle said, did she not? And if a mermaid ever leaves the sea, she can never go back, or she'll turn to foam. It's a big risk swimming over to the human village. If one of those fishermen caught her, pulled her out of the water, her jig be up. The poor wee lass got her heart set on it, on meeting Kai. All we can do is make sure she gets to Honolulu safe and sound. Maybe meeting Kai will convince Michelle that her fiancé is really gone. It'll break her heart, but it's the only way she can move on. The jetty where we usually land is far too exposed. Michelle would be spotted right away. We should sail around the cape and ask her to wait for us by Sakiki Beach. Nobody ever goes there. It's a perfect place for the secret rendezvous. Seems Shelley's mind's made up. She'll swim all the way to Honolulu. We had to do it all alone. Sorry for earwigging, but I heard Michelle's told you. So we heading back to Honolulu or what? Yes. Lovely jubbly. Lead it to old Dabe. Aleph and his friends sail back to Honolulu. We drop anchor in the water off Sakiki Beach to keep Michelle from the eyes of the fearful fishermen. If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find the man you met and bring him back to me? We've gotten this far, laddie. We can't go back now. It's time to bring Michelle and Kai together. The rest they'll have to work out for themselves. Poor little Shelley, she has been waiting for so long. It's a real shame that her happy reunion will be a final farewell, but at least her wait will be over at last. Michelle's waiting for us behind that rock. Let's take Kai to meet her. She's been waiting so long enough. Oops. What, you're looking for Kai? Well, he ain't out fishing any down at the dock. Have you tried his house? What, don't sneak up on me like that. Kai's been acting kind of funny lately, so I've been keeping an eye on his house to make sure he's okay. Huh? Why don't I just go up there and see him? No, can't. I can't. What kind of girl do you think I am? So, did you give the mermaid the bail? Mahalo. Thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. I should do something in return. Fix up your ship? Go get you some pearls, maybe? Just say the word. Huh? You wanted me to go to Saikiki Beach with you? Why would you want to go to the lonesome place like that? Well, if you're sure that's all you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Lead the way. Mom's had a long day. Please don't wake her up. You're kind of weird, you know? Nobody else in the village would want to take a trip to Saikiki Beach at this time of night. You know, it's the village graveyard, right? It's the rest of the guys find out you're into this thing kind of thing. You're gonna get some funny looks for sure. Why have you brought me here? That voice, it's music to my ears. I feel like I could cry. But darling, tell me, is it you, my once and only Kai? Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you? What? You're a mermaid! Oh, silly me. I am far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy. No, I'm not the man you loved. He was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore. My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adore. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore. Oh, how could I forget? We mermaids live 500 years. Quick as a flash, a human life just up and disappears. Without Kai, hours seemed to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cool time was slowing faster than I knew. Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend, to trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize among the self-same island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here. I can't go back. I think I have to stay. Michelle sings a bewitching melody that reverberates off the cliffs above. I waited for you so so long through the sun and stormy weather, but now it's time at long, long last, we're going to be together. She gently touches her lips to Kainua's gravestone. Kainua reaches out a hand to help Michelle to her feet. You've got your granddad's hand, you know, so soft yet strong and honest, the hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A merman who sets foot on land will perish in the brine, but that's alright, I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid, he's a man, there's no point asking why. He was my one true love, but now it's time to say goodbye. I can't stop thinking, I've seen her somewhere before. Of course, Grandpa's cabin. Kai seems pretty upset back there. I know he's not the friendliest person, but I think he probably needs some company right now. Let's check on him before we head back to the village. If a mermaid leaves sea and makes land her home, if ever she gets wet again, she'll melt away to foam. Mermaids are such beautiful creatures, but they're more fragile than I ever knew. I guess that's why you don't go sticking your nose in other people's love lives. I had a feeling something like this would happen, but it was Michelle's decision to make. We had no right to stop her. Poor Michelle. Oh, how can such a terrible thing happen to such good people? She's really gone, isn't she? Well, we'll never see Shell's smiling face again. There's an oil painting of a beautiful mermaid sitting on the easel. My grandpa painted this. It looks just like the mermaid we met, right? What's this? A letter. This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on that day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I've lived for. And now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm and many people lost their lives. The Kahuna and his daughter, Liliana's husband, were among them. One night not long afterwards, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Liana, the woman who was to once be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived. Kai. You're sure you're fine to go back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again. Don't worry about me, Michelle. He fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever. Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. But just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you. Wah, wah. Sob. Wah. It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me.
villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want that what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all this. Never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see it how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her. Michelle went back to the sea and turned to foam. I wonder if she's out there now, floating on the waves. Kainoa was in a very difficult position. I can't criticize him for the path he chose. But still, it's so sad. If only there was another way. If only he and Michelle had been able to live together. The mermaid in Kainoa's painting looked just like Michelle. He only knew her for a short time, but he never forgot her face. Now that Kai knows the truth about his grandfather, I hope he'll start poking some holes in this village's ridiculous anti-mermaid agenda. We can't let everything Michelle and Kainoa went through be in vain. Michelle said she left her reward for finding Kai on the strand. She must have decided what she was going to do when she told us she wanted to come in here and see him. Don't beat yourself up about it, Aleph. All you did was tell the truth. Can't have any regrets about that. Chin up, laddie. What's done is done, no matter how much we might wish it wasn't. What's important now is to take the saddest event in anger and set about putting things right. That's what being a hero is all about. I'm sorry for making you do all that stuff for me and my family, but thanks. Because of you, my eyes are finally open. In my heart of hearts, I hate to think my grandma. I think I hated my grandma more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. That was a shame. And now I know the truth. He wasn't cursed, he was in love. There's a long line of Kanuas living in Honolulu, 40 to be exact, and I'm the youngest. But I'm the only one with a sweet tooth, aren't I special? Oh, you got me in the game. You didn't believe me, did you? I did. You must be feeling even weirder than I do. There's a note at the bottom of the chest. Aleph takes it out and begins to read. Dear friend, if you are reading this, it means I've gone away. If what you said to me is true, I don't think I can stay. Thanks for all you've done for me, and please don't feel too sad. After my Kai, you're the kindest friend I ever had.
I promised that I'd take you to the mermaid seabed town, and though I can't come with you now, this harp will take you down. You find a shining whirlpool far inside the inland sea. Sail over it and strum that harp to meet her majesty. Please tell the queen I'm happy now, and there's no need to cry. I'm finally reunited with my dear darling Kai. Perhaps one day we'll meet again, but for now, farewell. You'll be my friend until the end. Yours sincerely, Shell. Well, we just need to sail through the Valorian Strait into the inland sea, find the shining whirlpool, and play Leona's harp. Once we're above it, and we'll be on our way to the mermaid. So what are we still hanging around here for? Let's roll. To the mermaids, our lives must seem to come and go in the blink of an eye. They're not wrong. We've no time to lose until the day that Mortigan's gone for good. We've got to keep moving. Whenever we come back here, I feel as if Michelle's going to pop up from beneath the waves at any moment. When we meet the Queen of the Mermaids, we should ask her about the orb, but there's something more important we have to tell her first. We have to tell her that Michelle won't be coming back. Michelle left that harp behind, especially for us. We ought to make good use of it for her sake. I suggest we use it to go down to the Kingdom of the Mermaids and find out if there's anything truth to that tale about the giant pearl that sank to the bottom of the sea. Oh, Shelley, you are prettier than a pearl and 1,000 times more charming. Will we really never see your smiling face again? Okay, so that's the what you do when you lie to Michelle. So now we're gonna see what happens when you tell her the truth. Hello again, my friends. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off. I got a bit concerned. I worried that your ship had sunk, or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs, to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he as well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here, so we can be together? Lie to Michelle and tell her that Kai's going to meet her. Yes. Kai told you he was coming. Wait, but if that's really true, why are you here, all on your own? Why isn't he with you? Yes. Elf makes up a story to explain away Kai's absence. Squeal! Elf gives Michelle the lover's veil. So he's busy getting ready for our life beneath the sea. That's why he had to take the veil and bring it back to me. Oh my word, it's gorgeous. It's the finest in the world. I love the little seashells, ooh, and all these tiny pearls. Teehee, well, hell. But really, what's he like, though? Why is he taking all this time to leave a poor girl stranded here? It really is a crime. I miss him, how I miss him. But I'm sure he has his reasons. Perhaps he had to stick around for one last fishing season. That's it, he'd never leave his fellow fishers high and dry. He's such a silly softy, but that's why I love my Kai. Thank you all for helping me. You've put my heart at ease. Come on, why don't I show you how to sink beneath the seas? Aleph receives Lorelai's harp. The pool that leads to Nautica is in the inland sea. Sail through the strait and find the light to meet Her Majesty. I'll stay right here, although I know my darling's running late. My mermaid's lives 500 years. I have the time to wait. If Queen Marina asks for me, please tell her that I'm well. And the next time that she sees me, she should call me Mrs. Shell. I wonder how long Michelle's going to wait there, all on her own, just like Kanoa. You did the right thing. If you'd have told her the truth, it would have broken her heart. You can't live without hope, even if that hope is just an illusion. Queen Marina's such a dear, there's really no one kinder. But finding her is easy, do you need a quick reminder? Just sail north to the inland sea and park above the glow, and strum the harp I gave you, and you'll soon be pulled below. I'll stay right here though, I know my darling's running late. A mermaid lives 500 years, I have time to wait. If Queen Marina asks for me, please tell her that I'm well, and next time that she sees me, she should call me Mrs. Shell. I feel kind of bad about leaving Michelle here, but hey, at least we can make our way to the Mermaid Kingdom now. She said we just have to sail through the Valorian Strait, find the shining whirlpool and play the harp she gave us. Then we're parked over it, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's move out. Mermaids live for 500 years. The poor lassie's sure to learn of her fiancé's passing one day. Till then, though, she can live here happily, waiting for her man to come. Let's leave the girl to her daydream, shall we? Wonder if, in the hearts of hearts, Shelley knows the Kaine will never come back. She won't give up hope, though. She believes in him too much. Ah, it's so sad. I can't bear to look. You did the right thing, Aleph. You can't live without hope, even if that hope is just an illusion. Is Michelle going to keep waiting here for the rest of her life? On her own, on a silent shore, just like Kanoa? Did we do the right thing? I don't know what to think anymore. Michelle looks so happy, looking forward to the day that Kanoa will come back. Seeing that smile, it breaks my heart. Is this how love between a man and a mermaid is doomed to the end? Is there nothing that we can do? Why do people shun those who look differently to themselves? It's so sad. I wonder how Kai's getting along. He takes everything so seriously. I can't help worrying about him. I hope he doesn't blame himself about what happened to Michelle. This is no fishing village. Honolulu is built on a shifting sand of misery and lies. Still, I suppose those sands are rather pretty. Poor old Kai and his mother, eh? They've had to live their whole lives with everyone suspecting of them being something they're not. Could have run away and made a new life somewhere else, but they stuck it out and made a life for themselves here in Honolulu. Aye, they're real tough cookies. Seems like the people around here still don't know what really went on between Michelle and Kanoa. I want to open their eyes and tell the truth, but at the same time, I know it'll make them miserable. I guess ignorance really is bliss. That's Eric. I should be reading in Eric's voice. When you finish sightseeing, let's head down to the Kingdom of Mermaids, shall we? We have to tell Queen what happened to Michelle. The whirlpool that leads to Nautica is in the middle of the inland sea. We just need to sail through the Valorian Strait and play L'Oreal's harp once we're in the right spot. My boy's been acting very strangely. He used to stay way from Saikiki Beach, but now he never leaves the place. His grandpa spent most of his life in that cabin overlooking that beach. Kai's always hated that visiting until now. You know, it's funny, the moment I gave you that veil, it was like a weight lifted from my heart. This village may not be perfect, but it's my home. I'm not like my grandpa. I want to make a life here, raise a family. Thank you, friends. You really opened my eyes. May the wind always fill your sails and guide you to wherever you need to go. I feel kind of bad about leaving Michelle here, but hey, at least we can make our way to the Mermaid Kingdom now. She said we just have to sail through the Marine Strait, find the shiny pole, and play the harp she gave us when we parked, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's move out. Wonder why Kanoa never went to meet Michelle. Surely he could have built a new boat and slipped away when no one was looking. Instead, he died on the lonely shore without ever telling anyone what really happened. I'm sure he must have had a good reason. He did. The ocean is so still here, it feels as if one is all alone in the world. To actually spend one's days on this beach without a single soul for company must be very lonely. I pray that Kanoa's soul is able to cross the silent sea and find its way into Yggdrasil on bracing arms. Come on, honey, we've made our decision. We're going to spare Shelley from finding out about the terrible truth. Let's quit poking our noses in where they don't belong. Kai's grandpappy took his secrets with him to the grave. Maybe there's more to this story, but whatever it is, it's none of our business. There's one thing I don't understand. Where did this baby that Kanoa raised actually come from? Surely Michelle isn't the mother. So if you lie to her, you can't get those items that are in there. That there's nothing really great in there. It's just there. Can you miss them? And that's both what happens to both mermaids if you choose to lie or not. So I'm going to stop for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.